Greetings, fellow overtakers. Hope you are having an amazing day. Welcome to a live session of Hangout with me, Coach Ryan Jarata. Today, we'll just go with a little bit update on my health, Thursday's blood work, the follow up on Friday, and then everything uh, planned for that. So, without further ado, we'll do a short intro and we'll get started. All right. So, yeah, just welcome to a weekly wrap up. Basically, what happened the last 7 days and what we are planning, or I am planning for the week ahead. So let us do some checks first before we get started. All right, let's see. Right, let's see. Okay, so if you are catching me live, hashtag live in the comments. If you are watching the replay, hashtag replay. If you are watching this over my Facebook page, Coach Ryan Jarata, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook and I'll be able to see your comments. All right, so this live recording and future blog post, which happens Saturday to Wednesday, will be on my blog. So you can visit there at www.coachryanjarata.com. Uh, I am nearing the end of my challenge. I think this is going to be day 49 of a 68-day challenge. If you are interested in learning more about the challenge, hashtag challenge, and I'll be reaching out to you. We'll be starting in April 1st, Q2. So we'll be starting in the spring. I usually call it the spring challenge, but more likely, yeah, it's Q2. So it'll be from April, May, June. All right, let us same time. There we go. All right, and yes. Oh my goodness, what a whirlwind of the last 3 days. Today was kind of more a settling down of doctor appointment and blood work, ECG samples, and then a follow-up appointment with my doctor yesterday. So it was kind of a wake-up call, a punch in the guts as well, but obviously uh, stuff like this are quite avoidable or can be a day delayed a little bit longer because part of it is genetics as well, but I'll get into more detail as that. But definitely I was feeling a lot better on Friday. It would have been my third day of taking the blood pressure medication, so 2 pills a day. But yeah, I've definitely felt a lot better ever since also of last Thursday. That would have been February 10th. I've been on top of using my CPAP machine for my sleep apnea. And definitely, like I mentioned on Wednesday, your body's trying to do its best to keep you healthy and alive. It's all up to you to, put in the work and give yourself the best chance. So for me, not using the CPAP machine from I believe December 16th when we had COVID all the way till that appointment February 10, that obviously well, when you stop breathing, right, and your airway is blocked, your body's gonna do what it takes to, get yourself breathing once again. So obviously, something like that is also a shock to the system, right? So think of it like jump starting your vehicle is gonna take a lot of energy to do that. So so yeah, definitely kind of went into explaining the weeks of fatigue and not feeling well, tired, fatigue, and then obviously the other stuff with the possible E. coli poisoning and yeah, the gum infection that happened on the 9th of February. So yeah, definitely it's my body's been through the ringers, as they say, for especially the last 2 weeks. But most importantly, that uh, you know you need to go in and get yourself checked. Uh, don't really wait to write it out and hope that you get better the next day or so. It just led to one thing another. Definitely, like I said, with the gum infection, my face swelling up on the left side, and then yeah, definitely from that the dizziness and feeling nauseated. Obviously, the first part was getting antibiotics from the dentist at that time already, which is let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days already have passed, and then got that phone call. But obviously, it has gone down from that point. A little discomfort afterwards, but then obviously she wanted to make sure that part of the symptoms of having some hearing loss, she wanted me to uh, go get that checked with my doctor. And then yeah, I was able to get the appointment the next day. Went in, and yeah, just a lot of things just happened. So obviously, got the ears checked. There's a little redness inside my right ear, so we'll be booking an appointment with Next Gen Hearing, and hopefully have that check and see if I might possibly need a hearing aid in the future. So yeah, just a lot of things that are piling up to my health. With yeah, it's and then obviously I mentioned, you know, my BP being elevated, especially on that day when I had the gum infection. That my BP was through the roof. I think it was over 170, and it has come down, but it has been above normal. So definitely on Wednesday the 16th, obviously he had that look, so he did it like 6 times, 3 on each arms, and it made him very concerned. So something I tried to avoid back in 2014 when I finally did my very first general checkup, because I was in the very worst shape of my life at 216 pounds. That And then obviously being a father once again to our second born, that I want to live for my kids, and experience many create more memories with them, and witness more of their milestones. So obviously It's I avoided being on the blood pressure medication, but this time I was prescribed blood pressure medication. So obviously the Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday definitely wasn't feeling that great on them. Just definitely had pressure behind my eyes, just brain fog. Just definitely wasn't feeling great. But obviously, that part of that also is that I needed to fast. For some reason, I've been fasting for 16 to 18 hours, but fasting for a blood work, it I wasn't feeling great. So yeah, I did the blood work right after the doctor's appointment. So, and yeah, it was not a problem, but most importantly that yeah, it was kind of a debacle, as well as probably a lot of you don't know that one majority of the population's heart is on the left side. So one out of as they say, 1 out of 10,000 people have dextrocardia. So what that means, it can vary depending that your heart is more to the right side or your heart is in reverse. So I believe the heart specialist at the time in 2014 said that it was mirrored. So basically, it was in reverse. Everything else was not, but my heart was in reverse. So I did mention this to the specialist or the technician that was at the labs, that was dextrocardia, that the electrodes need to be placed on the opposite side. But I was leaving my hands in I was leaving my ECG in their hands. So hopefully, like I said, my doctor was very understanding yesterday, and as if the ECG finally gets sent to him, that he'll dismiss it if the readings are way too low, right? So yeah, I mean, it was just a roller coaster the last 2 to 3 days, but he was happy that my blood pressure has reduced from the last time I saw him on Wednesday. Still a little bit high, but was a huge improvement on from the Wednesday he saw me. So yeah, I mean, he's made every attempt to make steer me in the right direction, but he's leaving up to me to definitely say what I'm going to do, and that is improve the quality of food that I'm having, and most importantly, start getting back into my exercise routine. So, like I said, a lot of that, that is on me, right? So, but unfortunately, I still have to take the blood pressure medication. So he has prescribed me for at least 3 months. So it won't affect any, like, my running or anything or exercise. I believe it's new version of the drug, I believe he said. But yeah, most definitely it will help aid me in keeping my blood pressures low. So I have 3 months to turn things around, as they say, and I have a follow up right after to see how things are. So most definitely, I need to keep myself accountable for my health. It's just, you know, as this challenge is about focusing on one, right? So, but you know, that one thing is it doesn't mean your entire day. So you have to, uh, and depending on how much you can uh, do without you know adding more stress on your plate and deciding to give up, you have to add your supporting tasks onto your habits. So the message is always complete the one thing that is very important to you that will help you. So for me, for this Q1 session, this New Year's challenge, is that I'm gonna be practicing um, two parts: practicing intermittent fasting, but the most important part of that is no more late night snacking, no more eating just minutes or minutes before going to bed. So I think I have, after 30, once again 39, after 30 49 days, I'm definitely haven't been eating at 8. I've been eating from latest is 9:30. Earliest is, I'm trying to put my time at trying to eat something before 4:30, 4:15. So there are some days I go a lot longer depending if I feel full, extremely full. So sometimes I just have one meal a day. So, but yeah, was definitely just improving that, you know, the way I eat, lowering my carbs. He didn't recommend me doing keto, but keeping it to a low carb. Well, that's part of me not saying that I've also been on keto for over a year. So he doesn't know how I'll respond to keto. Obviously, after a year and a year, more than a year on it, my body responded a lot greater than I expected. So once again, I almost got close to my 150 goal at 152, and then once again, before my injury, 156. So yeah, I mean, like, especially the last 3 days, I lost just over 2 pounds. So yeah, definitely my wife has started cleaning up the way I eat. So yeah, I mean, and obviously I need to drink a lot more fluids for sure also. So yeah, so now the latter part, so with the cleaning up the way I eat, and then the fasting in between, I got to clear up the other end, and that's the physical activity. So I'm putting a date on the calendar. I haven't got a follow up with my coach yet, but I messaged him. Let's put June 26, 2022. Let's put the Scotiabank Vancouver Half Marathon on the calendar, something to train for. So maybe I might be well to do the BMO half marathon, but we'll see. It's just, yeah, especially that being a different start line. No, actually, half marathon is the same start. It's the 8K that starts in Stanley Park. So we'll see if Usually for the BMO, we should be training in January. So we are already nearing the end of February. So, but we'll see. I think the June one will be enough time for me to start from ground zero with my running and get back to it. And the other thing else, also just getting myself out there. Um, Hopefully, starting next Saturday, I'll get a walk group started just to physically but also mentally relief, as just to connect with close running friends, not in a big group, not related to the running room, just people that I used to walk with way back, and just getting that started in a very small group, 2 to 4, and then go from that every Saturday. So yeah, definitely, like I said, calling myself out, getting a couple of people to keep me accountable for that, and then also get myself out on Wednesday. Even though, like I said, for me, it just my time is very tight, but most importantly, that I should be working my schedule around my fitness level for this point. So not the other way around, where my fitness level, my time block for my fitness level is the one that's getting moved around. So hopefully work my schedule around my fitness level, especially showing up on the Wednesdays. So definitely terrified for that one, because I will be the last person to come in from the warm-ups. Will be the last person to complete my the routine, the schedule routine. And yeah, just it's a different atmosphere, but obviously you need those people above you or ahead of you to pull you forward, right? And that means I need to show up, right? So yeah, the Wednesday live stream will definitely have to change then, to, I believe, earlier. So it's probably going to be happening around 2 o'clock. Yeah, or after 4 o'clock, after I pick up the kids. So gonna debate on that time, see what works. But yeah, definitely gonna be cementing the exercise from here on out, and work the professional side of my next 68-day challenge around that one. So the personal challenge, which is my health, is the one I need to focus before the professional one, which is creating my second online business second, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what is what has happened up to date and into the future. But yeah, definitely what's to come for the following week, right? So let us see. All right, here we go. So yeah, it's been probably, I'm going to be keeping the schedule, especially for my blogs and live stream, from Saturday to Thursday, giving myself Friday and Saturday flexibility, especially Friday, to just have some quality family time, because I mean, this is why I am working hard, and is for my family, right? On top of the second thing, which is continue to improve myself, continue to learn. But yeah, definitely won't be able to hit my third core value, which is building my community, if I don't have the first two under powering me up and helping me grow and expand. I won't be able to serve anyone if I don't have those first two core values locked down and be important for me, right? So definitely Friday is more geared towards having more family time, on top of the 1 or 1 to 3 hours, depending from the rest of the week, right? Whether it's taking my kids to taekwondo practice, picking them up to after school, interacting with them here and there at home. So most important that having that set 2 days free for, most importantly, the Friday with family. Saturday, like today, was my very first attempt to front load the work to basically do things in bulk, so that the other days, like Sunday to Wednesday or more, that everything's done ahead of time, so that all I have to do is punch in the information ahead of time, so that I don't have to be doing that on that day, and then getting more into late at night, which is now taking away from my sleep. So once again, health is important, and I need to prioritize my sleep. I'm already getting 6, well, not even 6, but I already scheduled 6 hours before I head to my graveyard shift at 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. So that's from, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, just 6.5 hours. And obviously, we should be sleeping 8 hours. So yeah, I mean, I need to get into bed before 9, right? So having these live streams at 7 to 8, and then that transition to wrapping up and getting myself ready for bed. So I need to stay on top of that from here on out now. No more going to bed at 10 or sleeping at 11, and then I'm ending up with only 4 hours of sleep. Definitely the CPAP machine has been helping. Obviously, you're restricting airway to yourself and to your brain. So I'm just hoping in the next few that I'll be, especially adding, sleeping on time, that I don't have to have the afternoon nap. So because after afternoon nap, then I already lost 4 hours of activities, right? So, and then sometimes the reason why I stay awake at night, because then I'm not fatigued because of that. So really need to get those supporting tasks, not as but definitely also habits that need to be done on a daily consistent level. So yeah, there's just a lot of planning that's been happening today. Obviously, there's not enough. 24 hours is not enough, but hopefully I can start chipping away more each day. So obviously, the more focus was to get the key components to my health done, especially once again, it's important for me to get my blood pressure back down, or else I'm looking at only 20 years to live, and that's because my father only lived to 62, right? So, and then he was already bedridden for the 10 years leading into that. So he was diabetic. The appointment on Friday was just borderline. He told me that I'm not yet there, but if I continue on that path, then obviously, I'm just continuing the streak or the cycle once again. So yeah, it's once again it was a kick in the gut that I did to myself, but all we can do is focus from here on out. So yes, so a lot of planning today, a lot of work on my online business and front loadings. Once again, obviously, I'm gonna be continuing on till tomorrow, but yeah, I needed to do this so that I can start improving a lot of the health stuff. So one of that I will have to do tomorrow is my slides for what I said I was going to do, especially on the professional side, is that promoting people, helping people to start an online business, right? Freeing up important time towards their health, towards family, right? Towards their personal growth, instead of, unless they enjoy their careers and what they do to as their source of income. But there are others that are working 2 to 3 jobs just to provide support for their family, right? To bring food, shelter, the necessities of their health every day. That obviously stuff like that. The transitions between those are taken away at living and creating memories, right? So definitely, it's gonna, even though, like I said, it's gonna be the growing part of my building. My third goal is, which community, serving my community, is that I'll be every Monday, I'll be practicing doing that. Hopefully by the time there are people who actually join, then at least I have enough practice. So like I said, Monday will be doing that, practicing each session, improving from the next week after week, to definitely have just have a clear message on how I can help people to start an online business, plan B, whatever you want to call it, side income for themselves, and doing that from their home, doing that from next to their family members, right? So at least I mean, that's something that I'm going to be doing for this starting Monday. Get the slides done tomorrow, and then just stay consistent with that, right? So all right, so did I spell it? Tackling? Okay. Anyways, the other part is tackling my website. So obviously, yeah, just stuff that I've been holding up for a long time. Definitely one of the main goals on the professional side is just, especially this Q2, the next 68-day challenge that's coming up. I'm gonna master one of the apps of Groove, and that's Groove Cards. So whether people want to start their own shopping store, I'll be there to help guide them through that. So, but only for me to do that, I need to practice it on a daily basis and start making sales or transitioning my customers on eBay to go to my personal website and order through there. So yeah, I mean, I know that I have friends, family and friends who make their own stuff, and this is the best way for them to have a legitimate business, and then add other things on top of that they didn't even think about doing, right? So expanding their reach, expanding their capabilities, and how they can serve people who enjoy their product and services. So yeah, definitely. Hopefully, I can get that message out there soon. Soon as I, definitely start tackling at this weekend, and then just get the ball rolling on Monday. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just definitely need to get started, right? Can't be waiting for the perfect thing to need to get started. Imperfect action is the key here, and then you just get better each time you go out there, each time you take on the action. So yeah, definitely be tackling that. I've been tackling that. So these are just the things when you have a wake up call, and knowing that my dad only lived up to 62, been bedridden for over a decade, where he had 2 cataract operation, 2 to 3 strokes. Definitely couldn't walk anymore. My brother, the second one after me, I'm the eldest, so the next one was my dad's crutches. So he gave up his 20s to look after dad, right? So yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, it's a wake up call for me, not to when I have the chance now to turn things around. So yeah, definitely working on that on the professional side. So we'll be creating ebooks on health, mostly mental health, just getting out of the head games, definitely getting yourself motivated and stuff that may help you move forward, right? So another thing now is that, especially with the platform, which is Groove, which has 18 plus different apps that are developed or being developed, that the one-time offer, the lifetime offer is ending on the 22nd, and that is Tuesday. So 3 days that it's where you don't, after that, you don't have to pay ever again on the life of the account, on the your life, right? That's it. Just whatever you make from there, you're not going to be paying monthly. You're not going to be paying transactions, every transaction in your business. Everything there from that point on is yours, and you don't have to pay for any upgrades as they continue to improve on the system. And then most definitely they'll be probably adding apps in the future as technology ways to do marketing, different forms of strategies continue to evolve, right? That they are also doing it for their business and what they do. We are just benefactors of those apps that they're creating for themselves. So February 22nd is the last one of that. You can head over to Groove with Ryan, and that will most definitely you'll be able to see what Groove's about, and sign up for a free account, but most definitely upgrade right away before February 22nd, because after February 22nd, February 23, they will switch to monthly. So I believe they'll have a $99 per month, $199 per month, and another platinum account, their max one at $299 a month. So imagine that after, let's do the calculations here. So in all honesty, the lifetime account is 1997, so almost 2000. When I got it back in last year, I believe. Oh, sorry, not last year. Near the summer of 2020, because that's when the pandemic hit. I got it at 1397, but yeah, I mean, they are cracking. This is it. This is their final, um, say of that they're heading out of beta and going live. So imagine that, $299. Oh, did I say times? No, go back. So say after 6 to 7 months, right? You're not having to pay after that, right? Right, depending on what plan. If at $299, yeah, definitely up to 6 to 7 months. So basically everything from that point is in your pocket. So yeah, I apologize ahead of time that I got personally terrified and overwhelmed with the system, but at the end, you only need some of those apps towards what you're trying to do. You don't need to utilize all of them as you grow, right? And I'll try not to be. I'm saving this kind of conversation towards the Mondays, but as you grow, your expenses does not need to grow with you. It's you may not need all the apps, but it's good to have them when the time comes that you need them, right? So all right, so that's yeah, the Groove one-time offer is ending on February 22nd. Probably by the time you see this, it's over and you have the subscription. But once again, there will always be a free account. So I recommend if to start off with a free account, try out the system. Feel free to reach me on what you're possibly wanting to do online, and then we can go from there, right? So, and then once you start earning income, then upgrade to the next one, and then upgrade to the next one when you reach the limits, right? So don't need to go straight from free to $299 unless you're making ridiculous amount of money from the free. But yeah, for me, Groove has made me believe that you don't need money to make money, right? So especially what I'm doing with my business, my original business before this on eBay, the customer pays first before you put out the order. So this is something that you can utilize with one of the Groove apps, which is Groove Cart. You don't need to stock inventory, right? I have to stock inventory because I create the things on site here in my office. So yeah, I mean, and I pay monthly for the use, and I pay transactions for every time an orders. But like I said, it's like, the customer orders first, and that's the only time I process. So with the different things there, then you don't have to put another dime out of your pocket, right? The customer pays for the transactions and whatnot, and then everything else is into your account, into your pocket. All right, so closing it off, we've been talking for 45 minutes. Once again, this next 68-day challenge is coming up in April 1st. Hopefully, I wish you guys can join me, whether it's the wealth side of things, whether it's the health side of things. I'm hoping to be your coach on guiding you, creating that first habit, and then taking that experience, that knowledge into anything that you do towards your goals. So whether it's taking that one that's enough to reach your goals and reach your lifestyle, or stacking your habits, and it's more about not just only reaching the goal, but the lifestyle that you envision yourself to be. So a lot of programs and stuff help you in reaching your goals, right, and whatnot. Just not a lot that help you in visualizing it past that, right, and seeing that the person that you wish to be, and working towards that, rather than just the goal. The goal is just a segment, a checkpoint towards that finish line of who you want to be, who you want to be recognized, and what you are leaving by as a legacy. So that's what I'm aiming for this program, the 60-day challenge. And it's just not only just health, and it's wealth as well, because both go hand in hand. Both provide you health, and the other part of just being stress free, knowing that you have choices that are made available, because the wealth side of thing is something that you don't have to be looking at paycheck to paycheck, right? It's there. It's coming each day, each week, right? That you can definitely plan a lot better, exercise more of the most precious resource, which is your time, and that you can use it to do what you enjoy doing, and then continue to grow and scale up from there. All right, so once again, the Q2 68-day challenge is happening April all the way to June, or depending on when you complete your 6 day. So obviously it will head into June. Doesn't need to be the entire June. If you want to just do 6 days per week leading in, towards the last month, or you can do what I've done, which is front load. I just missed one day because it was my son's birthday. So my personal habit to create for this New Year's challenge, this Q1 challenge, was intermittent fasting. So I wanted to start out at, I believe it was 14:10, and then work my way to 16:8. I've just been doing 16:8 as a minimal, and then been doing up to 18, and then some sessions, some days I do 19 and 20 depending. So yeah, I mean the first 2 weeks were rough, but after that you just my body adjusted, and at the same time my lifestyle changed, right? So no more eating late at night, just minutes before bed, and definitely a little bit more time now to work on the other stuff. So yeah, and yeah, better habits of just drinking more water, drinking more fluids, right? So unfortunately, like I said, where I got into this position in my health was more because I not using the CPAP machine for that period of time. Like I said, all the way up from December. So I haven't been using it before I even started this intermittent fasting. This habit of intermittent fasting for my Q1 challenge, and then the other stuff of not being consistent on my exercise, and then obviously not staying on top of the quality of food that I'm eating within my window, my eating window of 8 hours, right? So yeah, hopefully to change that with this wake up call. Definitely want to live longer than 62, and definitely do not want to waste the next 20 years, the next 10 years being bedridden. And I had a couple of those already last month, so definitely want to change it around. All right, without further ado, hope to get running tomorrow with a couple of my running friends, Sheldon and Rai Rai. Get tackling more on the business side, get the tackling on the slides. Monday, live session on what Groove is about. Feel free to join me. I'm probably staying consistent with the 7 o'clock. Definitely won't be doing the 7 o'clock on Wednesday for another live session, or hopefully for now live session. But as I said, I want to dedicate the Wednesday to coaching tip, a short video, 10-minute video to help guide you, just get a flow on how to put this segments together, edit and whatnot. So yeah, I mean there's a lot of things going, but I'm trying my best to tackle it one project at a time. So yeah, definitely have that Wednesday to be 10-minute longs, and then like I said, these Saturdays will be definitely the same format. A wrap up of the week and what's ahead the following week. So all right, so once again, we'll end it there. If you are watching live, hashtag live in the comments. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Once again, this recording and my other blog posts from Saturday to Wednesday will be done on my personal blog, coachranjara.com. So feel free to get there, stay updated on what's happening in my life. And feel free, if you're interested in joining me on the Q2 68-day challenge, just hashtag challenge, and then I'll reach out to you and see where you want to go from there and what you want to tackle, and what you envision yourself in the future. All right, so once again, thank you so much for joining me for this live weekly wrap-up session. If you're watching me through YouTube, feel free to subscribe if you want to. Like this video if you want to. hit that bell notification so you'll be notified when I go live, usually at 7 p.m. PST. If you're watching me through Facebook or Twitch, feel free to like this video, follow me, and hit those notifications when I go live, or if I have a video that will come up to provide you tips and updates and or lessons. Definitely, like I said, hit those those three dots, or to get notifications. All right, thank you so much once again. If you want to get on the very last 3 days of the lifetime offer in Groove, head over to groovewithryan.com. I know that site will lead to webinars hosted by the founder of Grooves, Mike Filsane. He'll go through a webinar with you on what you can do with the platform and how you can utilize it, and just definitely most expand your mind on the possibilities and what's to come in the future. So check it out there, and hopefully we can work together in the future, and just definitely live that lifestyle that we envision ourselves, whether when we're young or finally out of high school, or finally have a family or responsibility to live, right? So definitely, that's let's not wait. Let's take imperfect action towards that future selves of us, and let's tackle it together. All right, thank you, and I wish you all the very best. Take care.